Hi, welcome to HutCuisine. I'm Sue and this is my very first vlog. So over the coming weeks I'm going to be cooking some recipes, only simple things. Today we're going to start with a Roquefort and pear salad, which doesn't really sound like cooking, but we're going to add a little special ingredient called candied bacon. Right, so to start off with we'll get the bacon cooking. So you can see we're in the shed and we've got a camping stove, so it doesn't really matter what type of cookie that you've got because this is pretty simple. So I need to lock my gas and turn it on. Well, hey, that's better than when I did it last time because I forgot to turn the gas on. So what we've got is we've got some bacon. These are just like some little lardons, but if you've got some spare bacon in your fridge, you can just chop that up. And what we're going to do is we're going to get these slightly brown. So there's no fats needed, just pop those in. So most supermarkets have these. So we'll start to cook the bacon. As I say, you can use any type of bacon. Getting some really tasty smoky bacon gives it a bit of taste. You might have a local butcher that's got the ends of the bacon. You could ask them to chop that up. So that's going to cook away. While that's cooking, what we'll do is we'll just make a little bit of a dressing for our salad, and that's quite simply going to be a teaspoon. We're just going to a little simple dressing with a little bit of Dijon mustard, so about half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. We've got some white wine vinegar. I'll take the top off. Put that in. Tablespoons of that, and then some olive oil. So give it a good glug. So we're going to make this salad for one, but basically just increase the ingredients. And a little bit of salt and some black pepper. That's great now. You can't smell it, but I can actually smell that bacon cooking, and it's getting a real nice colour on there. So give it a bit of a stir. And then we've got just a little bit of a whisk, just to get that emulsified. Again, if you make more dressing, put it in a jam jar. You can keep it in the fridge. Lovely on salads. We've got some asparagus there. Really nice. So let's just have a little taste of that. Lovely. Just going to put a little bit more on the board in there. Okay, so that's our salad dressing prepared. So you can see now the bacon's coming on. Just give it a shake around. You can see there's all the little brown bits at the bottom. We want those as well. The next what we're going to do with that is we're going to add some sugar. So I've just got caster sugar. If you're using caster sugar, it'll melt quicker than granulated. But if you've got granulated, that's fine. If you've got brown sugar, you could use that. It'll just make it a bit more toppy. So I'm just going to turn that down a little bit, and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. But when I put this in, I'm going to spread it across because we want it to sort of melt in. We don't want big clumps because it'll just take longer. Some will then gone to top it and some won't. Okay. So that's now just, as you can see there, have you got that in there, cameraman? That's starting to brown. You don't want to stir it, because if you stir it, it'll start to harden and it'll go all bitty. So don't be afraid, just stir evenly around the pan. Turn that down a little bit more. A little bit of a... Okay, now what we're going to do, get the spoon and we're just going to tip this turn the gas off, and that's done. So that's the bacon brittle. So you can see there the bacon there. We'll just leave it. Put that on the side. And what that will do will harden. So if you've not got one of these mats, you could just use a piece of greaseproof paper, something like that, so that it's easy. So that'll set hard. So we've got our dressing, the blue cheese is in the fridge. I'll get that out so it's starting to come to room temperature. Quite often we eat our food too cold with salads and we lose a lot of the flavour, so sometimes it's good just to get the ingredients out and bring them to room temperature. Obviously I'm not talking about raw chicken, but from a salad point of view. So next let's do the pear. So as I said, we've got a conference pear, a bit harder, so basically we're just going to peel this and keep, what we want to do is keep the shape. So just, I'm not a big fan of peelers. I seem to have better control when I'm doing it with a knife, but you know, if you want to do that, set yourself a little task and see if you can get the skin off all in one go. So I'm using pear. I mean, you could use apple. Again, I think a lot with cooking, sometimes people are afraid to use different things, but just try it. If you've got certain ingredients that you like, then use that, or like some fresh nectarines, that would be really nice. So we have just about got the pear done. Okay, a few little bits just to clear off. Right, put this in the bin. And next we need to cut it, so a little slightly bigger knife. So if we do it into quarters, so in the pear you've got that little, not much of a core, but you've got that little sort of spine that runs down, and if you just carefully peel that out, it gets rid of that bit. There we are, there's two pieces there, we might as well finish it off. And the last bit there, so we're getting near, so really quick to do, so you can prepare it, you could have the pears prepared in advance if you want, but quick just to throw together. So we've got our pears. Right, okay, I'm going to get my plate and we're going to start to plate up. So with the pear, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice it, but keep not right to the top. So that what we can do is, this is a bit of a chefy bit here, although I've just broken a bit off, but basically we can fan that out. And we'll just do another bit to the side. You can just chop this up into chunks, as I say, when you taste it, the taste is delicious. So just gently do that. There we are. So we've got our pears. Okay, move those to the side. You can just eat those, put them in a bit of a fruit salad. Right, some blue cheese. So I've got Roquefort. You could do this with goat's cheese, you could do it with cheddar. I know when I was telling a friend, she goes, oh, I don't like blue cheese, but actually you can use it with anything. Cheese and apple goes really, really well together. Hands are a little bit wet. Well, that's not going to work, so let's just cut and get into this. It's all a learning curve, is this. Right, so some people don't, as I say, don't like blue cheese. It is quite tangy, and people think because it's blue and it's mouldy, it's horrible. I didn't used to like blue cheese, and there is a story around that, but I don't think we've got time for that today. But I'll tell you one day. Anyway, so we take some blue cheese, and literally we're just going to break up some little pieces of blue cheese onto our pear. A little goes a long, long way. Just a little bit more from there. That's it. So this doesn't really look like cooking, but I'm starting off simple. So we've got that. We're now going to add a bit of salad. So a ring, you don't need a ring, but let's get a few lettuce leaves. And actually I'm using for this some pea shoots, which quite seasonal. And again, you can just tear those up, put them into the ring. just to give it a little bit of piquancy. And then what I've got here from early on in the week is a bit of a bit of fennel. So I'm just going to put a few little fronds of that. So again, the fennel will go quite nice with the blue cheese. I'm just going to put that over the top. And we have our dressing. We're saving the best bit till last, which is the bacon. So we're just going to put a little bit of dressing over the top. What's that? Now, picture's looking quite messy. Let's have a look at the bacon. So we've got here a toffee type bacon. Still warm, so I'm just going to place some little bits over. It's quite sticky and toffee. If you just do it and cooked it, I didn't cook this. It's probably could do with a little bit more cooking, so it does then go very hard. But it's starting to harden off, but this is still warm. Okay. Right. Now let's lift the ring off. And here we have Pear and Roquefort salad with candied bacon and a little salad. And now it's the best bit, because now it's time for Get Fed in the Shed. So we're going to go and eat this now, so come and join me. Hi, so as we said, this is the best bit. So it's Let's Get Fed in the Shed. So we've got our lovely salad, the sun's starting to shine, and we're going to have a little taste. Delicious. The bacon. It's hard to describe, but you've got the smoky bacon and you've got that toffee, and there's a little bit of crunch, the creamy Roquefort cheese, and the pear's just got that bite and that little sweetness of the pear. Absolutely delicious. You must try it. I'll see you again. Bye.